Welcome to News Today with WDW News Today. I'm Tom Corliss. Here now the news for March 24th, 2020. We told you back in 2018 that Walt Disney Imagineering was developing a Wreck-It Ralph-based attraction to replace Stitch's Great Escape in Tomorrowland at Walt Disney World's Magic Kingdom. Well, now it seems work is set to commence on the project as recent permits were filed even after the resort's closure for demolition of the theater's interior. According to sources, the new Wreck-It Ralph attraction would reuse the existing theaters in the round from Stitch's Great Escape, which were also used in Alien Encounter, Mission to Mars, and Flight to the Moon, but would attach video game-style controllers to each and every guest seat. If all goes according to plan, the Wreck-It Ralph attraction should be opening sometime around 2022, directly following the opening of Tron Light Cycle Run in 2021. Of course, with construction halted throughout Walt Disney World property due to the pandemic, progress all depends on when things will return to normalcy, but it's clear nonetheless that Disney is preparing to move this project forward. Also note that this will bring about the end of the Stitch Alien Encounter meet and greet experience that's currently offered in the building. While the Magic Kingdom was originally set to soft reopen by March 29th, some wishful thinking on Disney's part, it seems those plans now are up in the air as scheduling has been delayed for cast members returning to Walt Disney World. Cast members were originally set to receive their schedules for reopening a week by now, but they have since been notified they will not be receiving their schedules until later today at the earliest. Do note that this is not a confirmation of a delay in reopenings, as Disney has still not made any official announcement, and the current established reopening date is still April 1st until further notice. While Disney has promised to extend annual passes through the closure, a number of Florida resident pass holders are on monthly payment plans, and it seems there's no exceptions in place for cancellations or payment holds, even if COVID-19 has taken a hit on your income. In a new piece from the Orlando Sentinel, we see the case of Roy Josfolk Jr., a 34-year-old Orlando freelancer who works designing websites and mobile apps. Due to the effects of the pandemic, he lost a $7,500 monthly retainer after some clients had backed out. Despite canceling other non-essential extras like Hulu, he's currently in a bind with his Disney World annual pass, and Disney is not allowing any cancellations at this time. Josfolk told the Sentinel, quote, "If I want to cancel my bill because of a national emergency, I should be able to do it. How can they be ignorant to that?" In response, Disney released the following statement, quote, "We understand this is an uncertain time for many people, and due to the changing nature of the situation, we continue to look at various impacts and how to best meet the needs of our guests." Other theme parks like Universal are assisting annual pass holders on a case-by-case basis. I know we've all been wondering how all the beautiful wildlife living at Disney's Animal Kingdom has been faring since the closure. Well, despite the closure of Walt Disney World, the animal care team, while following state and federal guidelines, is continuing to provide care and companionship to the animals that call this sanctuary home. Disney released a video with Dr. Mark Penning, the Vice President of Animal Science and Environment, where he goes into further detail of the work that his dedicated team is doing and how Disney is determined to make sure these animals have the care necessary in order to thrive during this time. Check out the full video on our website. According to Yahoo Finance, food delivery company Waiter has expanded its partnership with Landry's to include carryout offerings to all markets in which Landry's operates, as well as offering delivery in Texas and Florida. Landry's, which operates the Rainforest Cafe restaurants at Animal Kingdom in Disney Springs, the T-Rex Cafe at Disney Springs, and the Yak and Yeti at Animal Kingdom, recently furloughed its employees due to the pandemic, temporarily laying them off without pay. As a result of this new partnership, effective immediately, Waiter will be offering currently unemployed staff at Landry's restaurants new jobs as delivery drivers. Due to COVID-19 closures and cancellations, Walt Disney World Resort has extended the popular Sun and Fun room offer booking window through August 31st. Save up to 25% on rooms at select Disney Resort hotels for stays most nights April 1st through August 31st when you book by August 31st. Full details can be found at WDWNT.com. While some Walt Disney World area hotels are closing soon, others are extending special rates for essential lodgers in need of a place to stay. The B Hotel and Resort, including their Disney Springs location, has extended a discounted rate of $79 per night to the following essential lodgers: healthcare professionals and first responders, National Guard members, law enforcement, state or federal government employees, airline crew members, journalists, and others responding to the pandemic, displaced residents, visitors, or college students, people unable to return to their home due to travel restrictions, including those who have had to vacate their home due to an emergency. You can book now through May 15th and stay by June 30th, 2020. The following Disney Springs Resort area hotels have temporarily suspended operations and are not accepting reservations through April 30th. The Best Western Lake Buena Vista at Disney Springs area, the Hilton Orlando Buena Vista Palace in that same district, the Hilton Orlando Lake Buena Vista, the Holiday Inn Orlando as well. As a reminder, all Walt Disney World Resort hotels are currently closed through April 1st at the least. While the Disneyland Resort remains closed due to the pandemic, construction at Disneyland and California Adventure has come to a halt. From the Orange County Register, in line with direction from government and health officials, the temporary closure of Disneyland includes construction sites, Disney officials said in a statement. In addition to the construction of new attractions, the work freeze also affects the refurbishments that coincided with Disneyland's 65th anniversary, including the Haunted Mansion, Snow White's Scary Adventures, and King Arthur Carousel, and an extensive refurbishment of the Indiana Jones Adventure, which was slated to begin soon. While the closure of the parks made fans hopeful that unrestricted access could accelerate the speed of these projects, the safety of the workers, of course, comes first. Closure of the resort is currently scheduled to last until the end of March, but of course, as you know, that may not be when it actually ends. Of course, out in California, there's an 8-week ban on public gatherings, so the rumor is at the very earliest, April 20th, Disneyland Resort could reopen. If you didn't get to complete eating your way around California Adventure Food and Wine Festival this year or still have credits remaining on your Sip and Savor Pass, you may still be in luck. While the festival is only scheduled to run from February 28th through April 21st, with all of the Disneyland Resort closed, a new permit has been filed that may hint at a possible extension. The permit was filed on March 18th, 4 days after the resort closed to guests. In it, it lists all 12 food kiosks for the festival. However, a closer look at the date spans from the day they beginning roll down on February 24th, through September 7th. That September end date may very well be the new end date of the festival should Disneyland reopen in that time frame. While this extension has not been confirmed by Disney, we certainly hope that this will happen. Of course, if it does reopen, keep in mind we have reviews of each and every booth and festival marketplace for the DCA Food and Wine Festival on our website at wdwnt.com. Just keep that in mind should it reopen and you're heading that way. New attraction poster art has been released for the modern trackless ride, The Enchanted Tale of Beauty and the Beast, coming to new Fantasyland expansion at Tokyo Disneyland. Soaring to the height of around 100 feet, Beast Castle is the headliner attraction of this new expansion. The attraction will be approximately 8 minutes long. That's without a pre-show, folks, and offer Fast Pass single rider and Happy 15 entry perks. The OLC offered the following ride synopsis, quote, "Guests step into the Beast Castle located deep in the forest to experience the enchanting tale. In the first scene, the beautiful Belle encounters a prince who has been transformed into a beast by a powerful enchantress. And aboard enchanted cups that move and turn as if they're alive, guests travel through various scenes to experience the world of the film. There's the banquet where they dance together with the dishes and cutlery to Lumiere singing, the snow-covered garden where they glide over the ice as Belle and the Beast find themselves growing closer, and more. The castle is filled with magical moments and surprises, so guests will discover something new each time they visit. Will Belle and the Beast find love and thus break the spell before the last petal of the enchanted rose falls? Guests will look forward to the magical romance of the enchanted tale of Beauty and the Beast to find out. While the opening of the new Fantasyland expansion has been temporarily delayed due to the closure of Tokyo Disney Resort, the land is now scheduled currently to open in mid-May, with Disneyland expected to open sometime in early April. Even in the midst of that closure at Tokyo Disney Resort, construction is raging on. New digital LCD displays at the Disney Resort line monorail stations have been installed. First spotted at the Tokyo Disneyland station, these new displays replace the old LED ones. The new displays feature an analog clock, an indicator for train headways, and a map showing where the trains currently are. Additionally, a ticker on the bottom shows up-to-date information about the resort and the Disney Resort line operations. The old displays, in place since 2001, are still in use at the other stations and feature a physical analog clock as well as 2 LED displays. The scrolling text also gives resort and Disney Resort line operation information, but gives a little indication on the train position other than when it leaves the previous station. Hong Kong Disneyland Resort remains closed as well, of course, but yesterday they released updated information regarding the extension of the Magic Access annual passports. The statement is on the official Hong Kong website. It reads as follows, quote, "Guests who are holding unredeemed Magic Access confirmation or Magic Access certificate with expiry dates that fall between January 26th and March 31st, both dates inclusive, may present the original confirmation or certificate for redemption at designated locations in person within 3 months from the reopening date of Hong Kong Disneyland Park. Each membership card is valid for 1 year from the issue date. The Magic Access membership validity dates will be extended according to membership tiers, with more information to be released later. Losses at Hong Kong Disneyland Resort are likely to top $145 million this quarter due to the extended closure. No reopening date has been announced yet. The Shanghai Disney Resort was the very first to close back in late January, but earlier this month they announced that some operations would resume on March 9th. While Shanghai Disneyland Park remains closed, the Shanghai Disneyland Hotel, Disneytown, and Wishing Star Park have since resumed limited operations, with now Lumiere's Kitchen reopening to guests. Lumiere's Kitchen now offers brunch and dinner during the weekends. Guests will be able to enjoy brunch from 11:30 to 2 on Saturday and Sunday, as well as dinner on Saturday evenings from 5:30 p.m. until 11 p.m. Special appearances by popular Disney characters are on the schedule, thankfully. In accordance with relevant regulations, every guest entering Shanghai Disney Resort will be required to undergo temperature screening procedures upon arrival and will need to present their health QR code when entering dining venues and are required to wear a mask during their entire visit. Guests will also be reminded to maintain respectful social distances at all times while in stores, queues, and restaurants. Shanghai Disneyland Park will remain closed until further notice. Disney's Aulani Resort in Hawaii will close at 5 p.m. today, Tuesday, March 24th, and remain closed at least through Tuesday, March 31st. On Tuesday, March 24th at 5 p.m., room-only reservations booked directly through Disney for arrivals March 24th through the 31st will automatically be canceled. Disney is waiving all Disney-imposed change and cancellation fees up to the date of check-in of all reservations that are impacted, as well as those rescheduled reservations with arrivals through June 30th. Guests and Disney Vacation Club members who have reservations that are impacted by these changes will be contacted. In addition, Disney has waived the change fees for those looking to reschedule their reservations until further notice. In a statement online, the Disney Vacation Club outlined their temporary new cancellation policy, which essentially rescinds the previous policy of allowing some DVC members to bank points past the normal deadline. Disney has pledged to give support with other options for members, but no specific details are available yet. It's important to note that maintaining healthy timeshares means cycling owners and points in a consistent manner with accommodations. It would be reasonably simple for Disney to absorb the original 2-week closures, but this could be the DVC preparing for a longer closure than that. If you have a cruise booked on or before August 31st, Disney has added an automatic extension on your final payment date. The payment due date will extend an extra 30 days, so if your final payment was due March 18th, it's now been extended to April 17th, and so on. The ships affected by the extension are the Disney Dream, with its sailings from June 17th through August 30th, the Fantasy sailings from the 18th of July to the 31st of August, the Disney Wonder from July 20th to August 31st, and the Disney Magic from August 5th through August 30th. Though the date has been extended, all existing policies surrounding the final payment remain. If you do not pay by the new date, you will not be able to check in online or book any activities on the ship or excursions at ports of interest. The Walt Disney Company has announced a $6 billion debt offering. 5 different notes were part of the offering, with maturity dates ranging from 2025 to 2050. In the filing with the Securities and Exchange Commission, Disney stated the purpose of the offering, quote, is to use the net proceeds from the sale of the notes for general corporate purposes, including the repayment of indebtedness. Simply put, the debt offering will be used to pay off other debt that is soon coming to maturity, of which Disney has roughly $38 billion in long-term debt. The Walt Disney Company is not the only large-scale corporation that has resorted to issuing new debt to fulfill its obligations, as in recent weeks, companies like Verizon and Coca-Cola have also had debt offerings. A debt offering like this will likely not raise Disney's long-term debt balance significantly, but it does underscore the fact that cash flow for the company is tight in the time of this pandemic. For more information on these stories and more, head on over to WDWNT.com. If you're enjoying the show, be sure to like this video, subscribe to WDW News Today on YouTube for more great content, and click the bell for notifications. Make sure to hit select all notifications so you never miss an episode of this show. For the worldwide leader in Disney Parks news, this is Tom Corliss saying enjoy the rest of your today and have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. Stay safe, everybody.